LA Sparks Weekly. We are here, LA Live with it, doing our thing. Emmy Square Pizza as we prepare for this big time matchup tonight. The Las Vegas Aces, Asia Wilson, KP's former team, is in the building tonight. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But the Sparks are riding high. DJ.
I think they got my mic working. Here's the thing. I saw one of the most hater comments online.
Was it Nick Hamilton?
It wasn't. It was some dude named Urban Legend or something. My man gonna say, I wish that KP would go back to the Aces and the Sparks would start losing again.
Oh my God!
And I said, that is the craziest hater. Look, we got people mad finally. That's how you know you win it. When the haters are
when the haters show up, that means success is happening. So we accept all haters. Send them our way. We are ready to go. Look, we on the TV back there looking good.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
My mom made it.
I'm loving it.
Yo, I'm about to do a real
make sure you do a reel so we can tag that. But we are keeping it real here, LA Live, Emmy Square Pizza for LA Sparks Weekly as the Sparks prepare for their matchup with the Las Vegas Aces. The pregame tailgate number 1. So you guys are a part of something special today alongside myself, DJ Treacy Treese, our guy Dewan. Dewan, step on this screen real quick. We know you gotta have producer Dewan, producer Jeff on the other side of the board, other side of the camera. So it's a takeover.
Let's talk about tailgates. We was in college. You go to the tailgate before the game. You get turned. So the LA Sparks Weekly team is all about super fans. It's all about riding for our LA Sparks. So what better way to get turned up before the game? Eat some great pizza. We're right outside of the arena, Michael.
Yeah.
I don't know any other show that's doing this, trying to connect with fans. And we're also giving away 2 free tickets to an LA Sparks home game.
2 free tickets, which is great for you. You ain't got to spend none of them ducats from your pocket.
Exactly.
So showing up and seeing that is really cool. So you should be here with us. Show up. Tell your folks. Tell your peeps. Come pull up on us because we are live for this pregame tailgate.
And even if you don't got a ticket to the game,
pull up. Come hang out.
Hang out at Emmy. Look, we on the TV.
Yeah, they're going to have the game on the TV, so you could come just hang out there. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We're waiting for this.
Let's talk about how much anxiety. So Cameron Brink is coming back today. We've been long awaiting Cameron Brink coming back. I expect her. Let me tell you my expectations.
Let me hear it. I know it's going to be crazy.
At least 2 blocks.
Okay. I can see that.
Offensively, maybe 5 to 7 points.
Okay.
I think they're going to put her on minutes restriction.
Yeah.
Is she in the starting lineup? Did they announce that yet?
No, she's going to come off the bench.
She'll come off the bench, which is the way that we thought.
And honestly, I think for the rest of the year, that will be a great spot for her just because Azare is playing so well.
All-star.
You don't want to mess up what they got going. Julie Alamon, KP, Rakia, Azare, and De'Erica, that's your starting 5. Yeah. I'm just excited because Cameron Brink gets to come off the bench with Ray Burrell. Now you go from one Energizer Bunny to a whole nother Energizer Bunny.
Imagine Ray athletically coming down, playing coast to coast.
Oh my God!
And just tapping it to Cameron Brink.
Playing great defense and making you stumble into a block shot from Cameron Brink. The Sparks are in a great spot.
I'm okay with Cameron Brink fouling out today. I know this sounds crazy.
She said she's ready. She said she's not going to do it.
Come back hungry. I'm cool with some of the fouls. Put your hands on them girls. Let them know that we are protecting the rim and we are protecting home court. The LA Sparks are back from a long road trip, and we got a winning streak, Michael.
Yeah.
The haters didn't think we could do it.
The haters gonna hate, but we love it because the team is doing something right. But in a few minutes, about 7 or 8 minutes, we're gonna have the pregame presser. Question number 1 comes from LA Sparks Weekly.
Hey, DJ from Infinity TV. This question is for Ray. Ray, in terms of intensity and gameplay, we saw you playing through the clock at the end. Can you talk about the mentality around playing through the end of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you always need to work hard no matter the score and always trying to bring that energy. And I think it's just like you said, just playing through the clock, through the buzzer, just playing hard till the game's over.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach. Brink was +5 in 13 minutes of play. What did you see from her tonight?
I thought she did a good job. To be honest, she was more comfortable out there than I anticipated her to be, just because of how long she's been out and coming in mid-season's hard. I thought she did a good job. She was active. Yeah, I mean, I need to watch it back, but I thought she did a good job.
Alexa.
Kelsey, a question kind of related to Cam. Coming back from a major injury yourself, is there any advice you've given her about what it takes those first few games and first few weeks of just trying to get not just your body back to basketball, level of competition, but also your mind, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was really proud of her. I told her after the game, I was like, Kim, it's very impressive to come in, make the impact that she did. Obviously, working your way back, minute restricted, and still not really have, because during the season there's not a lot of practice time, right? So not really even getting a ton of reps with the full team, and to come in and make the impact that she did, I thought she was phenomenal. So just giving herself a lot of grace and love, and Cam's a competitor, and I love that, and I think she's going to continue to just help us a ton, especially defensively. We look just horrid tonight. So I think it's going to be great, and she's someone that's going to get better game by game.
Justin,
Coach, in the pregame huddle, Cam's dancing and having a good time, and you see that joy of her being able to be back on the court. What does that mean to you guys to see her so happy back where she belongs?
Yeah, I mean, she's like I said in the pregame, Cam's got a lot of stuff that she could be doing, but basketball's her main thing. That's her passion. And, it's an emotional moment when you've been out for 13 months and you finally you have a uniform on and you're going to get to play. I think she loves basketball, so she's finally getting a chance to be out there and be with her teammates that she's been watching for 13 months. And, I think that's her happy place.
Hi, Coach. Cara Alexander with the LA Times. Can you share your thoughts about the performance of the team defensively tonight?
That's what we call a softball. It was the first quarter. We just came out a little soft, and Vegas came out with a head full of steam, and I thought we were reacting to everything and not really anticipating things, getting beaten on O-boards and cuts, and we played them even other than that first quarter, but you can't give a team like that that much space, and we didn't shoot it well, right? We put a lot of pressure on our defense because we weren't scoring, and that's the worst shooting we've had all season. It's bound to happen. You're going to have off scoring nights. In the first half, we got good looks from three. We just didn't knock them down, and that's going to happen. That's just how sports work. You're going to have an off night with your skill, but we've got to be able to defend, right? So when you're not shooting it well, you got to be able to defend. And it's knowing personnel, it's knowing tendencies, it's staying locked into the game plan even when they score the first 8 points. You have to toughen up, and it's not for lack of desire by our players, we just came out a little hesitant, they were the aggressor. And it's a learning lesson, and you don't want to learn lessons this late in the season, but that's part of it too. So it's regroup and really focus on, we got Seattle next, and so we've got to be better defensively and not put so much pressure on our offense to score.
John.
Yeah, could you just expand on that a little bit more? I was going to ask, what does a team have to do when the shots aren't falling, which it happened tonight and it may happen again?
Mm-hmm.
How do you win a game when that is happening?
You got to dig deep and get stops, whether it's your pick and roll coverage, clean it up. I felt like we defended their first actions pretty well, whether it's the ball screen or whatever, but then it was the off-ball stuff that kind of hurt us, whether it's cutting or again, offensive rebounds, confusion on screens. You know, two people would go with the ball, one person would stay. You know, that's a communication thing. It's just we got to be more locked in, and there's got to be an intensity to how we defend. You know, after a game, you're not going to hold the team to 0, right? So we're not talking about that, but there were plays tonight that we beat ourselves, and you have to give Vegas credit. They beat us tonight. They were the better team tonight. They outplayed us, and that happens. And it's not like we're going to go home and cry. You know, we got to go home and re-attack and watch film and figure out ways we got to be better. What are the little things? In the game of inches, in this league, every player is good. If you're not going to close out hard, they're going to shoot it in your eye. Like, things like that, those are controllables, and I believe in this group, and I know that we have the ability to do it, but we have been rolling on offense, right? And so I think there's a little bit of recency issue, you know, like, we have been so used to making shots, and so I think we kind of, it caught us off guard a little bit, and then we were just on our back foot most of the game. So, but I'm not, you know, freaking out. We know what the issue is, and it's our job as coaches to hone it in, and I believe in these guys, and I know they'll do whatever it takes.
Last 2 questions, Ray, and then Anwar. Second round.
Hi, Ray. It's a two-parter. You guys just figured that out. So 3 weeks ago, we talked about what you needed to work on, basically your conditioning, right? So you feel like you're all the way back now, and what did you see today that made you have that season high in points?
Yeah, I feel like the team did a good job of just preparing me for coming back, and I feel like I didn't really have much of a time where I feel like, oh, I'm out of breath. Like, I feel like I kind of was just out there and I was just going. But I mean, I just try to bring the same thing every night. I try to bring in some energy, whatever the team needs me to bring, and whether that's getting offensive rebounds, being aggressive on offense, defense, just whatever the team needs me to do, I'm wanting to do. So, and then I'm just gonna play hard regardless. So I mean, I just felt like I was just being me tonight.
Coach Asia Wilson started 10 for 10 in the first quarter. You play the Aces again at the end of the year. Could be a pretty important contest. Do you think there's anything you're going to try to work on in terms of game planning, at least to maybe try to contain stars like Asia Wilson?
Of course, right? Of course. If not, I need to find a new profession. But she was phenomenal tonight. She was on one, and I think we came out, like I said, the first quarter, you know, she had an intensity to her and determined to score, and we just kind of were reacting, and so we let her gain some confidence and some momentum with that. So yeah, we've got to be better on her, and she had a heck of a game, so hats off to her. She's a talent, and everybody in this room and elsewhere knows that. We did not do a great job on her tonight, but I don't think that's necessarily, I mean, she could go for 34 and we can still win, right? Like, that's not the game plan, but you know, she's elite, and so we've got to figure out better ways, and I think, you know, I have no doubt we will.
Thanks.
Thank you all.
Thank y'all.
See you next week.
Yeah, glad y'all get sleeping y'all bed.
What's up, LA Sparks fans? I know we're not used to this feeling. You know, we used to the dubs, you know, after winning 5 straight. But tonight, they got back to their losing ways. They fall 89-74 to the Las Vegas Aces. It was the night of the return of Cameron Brink. Yep. But people forgot to tell everybody that Asia Wilson's still playing for the Las Vegas Aces, and she went crazy. Mike Hill Matthew here with DJ Treese. Treese, DJ, what happened, man? What went wrong?
My answer to this is it's about time. We already done beat y'all the last 4 matchups. Out the last 4 times, I'm telling you the same thing I told Nick Hamilton. Y'all got a roster of champions. Retain most of y'all core. It's about time you started looking like it.
Okay.
This doesn't impress me. The Aces need everybody else. Just because you can come here and on Cameron Brink's a return,
Yeah.
feel like Asia Wilson can drop near 40 and you're doing something. I'm not impressed by these Aces. We just smacked them.
Nah, hey.
You win some, you lose some. We were on a 5-game winning streak. Sally comes to an end, but it comes to an end
Against
by the hands of Asia.
Asia had to go crazy. Asia went nuclear. Only thing I'm trying to figure out is the struggles at home. They're 8-2 away from this building, but when they play here, they've only won 3 games. What do you think the issue is? Yeah?
They look tired, and I'm not using it as an excuse because it's not an excuse.
Okay.
Hard, especially when you at home, you're on a 5-game win.
Man.
But they ain't even look like, I mean, just the intensity. Like Coach said.
Especially from the jump, yeah.
From the jump, you just, all the air from the building left. It's Tuesday, it's packed, everybody had their phones out, it's lit. We was tailgating.
Man.
The thing, and it's like, we just, the first quarter kind of froze, and we couldn't get the momentum back after that.
And it was just crazy because you felt like, I was thinking coming in, like maybe they're going to come out really fast because they have Cameron Brink, and the arena was stacked with celebrities and, you know, the fans. Just the energy felt like a playoff game, but for them not to match that early on was kind of disappointing. Yeah. But a lot of it was just that Asia Wilson said, yo, I'm taking it whenever I see De'Erica Hamby, she going to get this work.
And you know what? Here's the thing. Asia Wilson got that team on her back.
Man, yeah.
So she needs to go to the chiropractor
right after the season
to carry that team that we just seen here. But the Aces did a good job at besting us today.
Yeah.
So we have beat them already this season.
Yeah.
This brings our matchup to 1-1.
Yeah.
We won the matchup last year. It's always fun when Vegas comes to town. So I'm excited to see the next matchup. The Sparks should have won based off of the play we've last seen, but it's okay that we didn't.
Yeah.
We can move on and win the matchup the next time.
And tonight was one of those nights that can make you a little skeptical, you know, when it comes to the team. Is we know when they're scoring and they're making shots, they're tough to beat. They can win them shootouts. They got the player, they got the talent to do that. But can they win by making games grimy, right? Yeah. They shot 4 for 24 from 3, only 37% from the field, but they had a chance to make this game grimy because they didn't just fade, right? They were down 31-18 after the first quarter. They kept fighting, but they could never get over that hump and make it just a grimy and nasty game. What do you think, like, it's going to take for the team to win a game like that? Because so far this season, they haven't won that way, and that's what playoff basketball looks like.
I think all the players need to get on the phone with Ray Burrell and do like a 12-way call, right? And they need to talk to Ray about her inner psyche. Because at the end of the game, Ray Burrell was still hooping.
Oh, yeah.
She was still
playing
coast to coast. She was still jumping high to try to get rebounds. We're talking about just bare minimum effort. And that's why I say everybody else looked tired, because when you compare him to Ray Burrell, you would think Ray was at home at the resort chilling.
Man, she never looked tired, yeah.
She never looked tired. So
yeah.
And if we're talking about being hungry and how bad you want it, that's that grimy, that's how you get it from the mud. You know, you miss a couple easy shots, you come back and you fight through and you get an and one and all those things that we saw Ray Burrell doing.
Yeah.
So if everybody can just get on the same frequency with her.
My question with this roster is, who's that vocal leader, right? The last couple years, we knew Nneka Ogwumike, you know, even Chanae will have a voice there in the locker room. But for this team, who's those vocal leaders that are, hey, pull you in the locker, you know, pull you back there during halftime and say, Coach, I got this, and talking to the team, say, let's come out here and fight. We got this winning streak. Cam is back. Let's really show out. I'm not sure who that is. Maybe that might be a question I ask Coach to see who's that voice, but I think that they need that when it comes to performances like this. But forget all the sad stuff. We don't want to talk about that.
And I got to answer for that real quick.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I think our voice is in development.
Okay.
We don't have it yet, but that voice is going to be Rakia.
Oh, okay.
Slowly but surely moving into her villain era.
Okay.
She is collecting.
She need that.
So like Thanos. Okay. As soon as she get mad enough, it's going to be Rakia. So just quote me on that right now on the camera.
Rakia?
Two, we gonna see where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah. And, you know, they made it tough for Rakia tonight, and they made it tough all around. I just want to show love and praise to Ray Burrell.
Yep.
Great performance, season high 17 points.
Through the end of the game.
Yeah. From seeing her with Coach Kurt Miller and how she was in the doghouse, it seemed like every time she got on the floor, to see her now playing free, it's just really great to see. But we got to talk about Cameron Brink. She was able to chip in 5 points, 3 rebounds, had a couple blocks, made her first 3. What did you see from Cameron Brink? Because I liked it a lot. Like, she was running the floor. She looked like, I'm like, damn, maybe you could play her 30 minutes tonight because she did a good job whenever she was guarding Asia. I really enjoyed watching her play tonight.
Same here, and I think we called it before the game. We said she was going to get a couple blocks and that she was going to be a little bit softer offensively.
Yep.
There were a couple open layups where Cam could have just took it up. But, again, we don't know how comfortable she is.
Yeah, with that knee, yeah.
We don't know how comfortable she is with her teammates on the floor in the space. And so I trust that she found the best outlet there. Would have liked to see her try to score a little bit more.
Yep.
That ain't really her job. She got off them blocks. You see Asia calm down.
No, yeah.
When Cameron Brink got in the game, her voice got a little bit softer. She was still going to the rim, but she was not going as aggressively, and she did get a clean block.
Oh yeah, nice block. And that's what we expect from Cameron Brink, to really bring that defensive presence to a team that know that they can score when they making shots, but can they get the stops needed to knock off some of the better teams in the WNBA? That's the question that's going to always be asked. But it was a tough one for them. They're back at it Friday night. But as usual, before we leave, we can't get away without this. If we had a player of the game, I think we're going to go the same player. But if you had a player of the game today, who you got?
I have to switch.
Okay.
Girl, what?
Yeah.
I said I was going to pick you. I always pick you. You're my emergency contact. I'm still giving you a T-shirt that say De'Erica Hamby is my emergency contact. But, Michael, today I got to flip.
Okay.
I'm flipping the Raven Rail.
Yeah.
I like that energy. Got me a little rowdy on a Tuesday, getting me ready to go and attack the rest of my hump day, work day. Ray Burrell gave us exactly what we needed, and if she was able to play 4 quarters like that, hey, she could have affected the game.
Yeah, shout out to Ray Burrell. I think the issue with De'Erica was she was red today from Friday, and when Debo came in, named Asia Wilson, it made it tough for her. So she got her bike taken today. So it was really tough. But I'm going to also go Ray Burrell for player of the game. Just her energy, the fact that she has that green light from coach. She shot 11 shots, you know what I'm saying, making 6 of them. Hooping, she just looks like an aggressive player that is like, I can actually play this year. I don't have a coaching staff on my back. They'll let me come in between the leg, dribbles.
Even if it's off the bench.
Yeah, even if it's off the bench, they letting her free flow out there. And when you're a basketball player, whenever you can do that, you usually get the best out of them. So shout out to Ray Burrell. Keep it up, young lady. But the Sparks, they won't be back here inside this beautiful building until next Tuesday when they face off against the Indiana Fever. But they are in action Friday. They travel up to Seattle to play the Storm and Sparks legend Nneka Ogwumike. So that's going to be a fun one, and hopefully the Sparks can get it back. But from Michael Matthew, here we go.
Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
In the town, make sure you pull up on us at Emmy Square Pizza at 5 p.m. right before the game, y'all. There's going to be pizza. Santa Monica Brewing is out there. They got good beers. Michael, Matthew, and myself, we're going to be out there doing a press conference live. Y'all, today they had us on all the TV.
Oh, yeah, all the TV.
Feeling famous. So you have to come out there. You have a chance to win 2 tickets to an upcoming LA Sparks game. So make sure you tap in with your favorite crew, the LA Sparks Weekly crew. Michael, I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah, hey, so we are out of here. We appreciate you guys. We will see you in studio Friday with the matchup against the Storm. But in this beautiful building, we see you next Tuesday. Have a good night. Peace.